Hi.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back. Another week.
Just
A final
girlies.
A final show with just the girls. And I've got to log. I don't know why I like logging into Twitch to see the chat, although I can see it here. But in case I want to write anything, I've got to log back in.
For sure. I know. I feel like I always am on Twitch and not the chat here. Good evening, everyone joining. Hello, hello. Let it be known that the boys are on American soil. They are back in Chicago, but I guarantee they are sleeping right now.
Yeah. I think we're not answering me.
They were not answering. So who knows how this jet lag will go for them?
Mm-hmm.
Because when did they land this morning, our time?
They texted us yesterday. Here, let's just do a little girl math, because they said well, okay. Adam texted this morning at 9:32 a.m. But last night at 8:26 p.m. Okay, so they at 8:26 p.m. they said see you in 13 hours. And Adam texted this morning at 9:30 a.m. So they got in at 9:30 this morning.
Okay. And Adam said they only slept for 3 hours on the flight, meaning I don't know. I feel like I would have tried to hang on as best I could until at least 6 o'clock tonight. And maybe that's what they did. Maybe that's what they did.
There's no way. There's just no way.
We're talking in. They're perpetually tired humans. And so maybe they're napping and they're going to wake up at 10 and then go back to bed at 1 and be good to go by tomorrow. Because I think they go back to work tomorrow.
Probably, yeah. So
God be with them.
Yeah, peace be with them. But yeah, hi everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
This is such a long month. I'm like,
this is the longest month. I don't know. I feel like it's been
needs to be over.
The fact that today is not the last day of May and there are still 3 whole days after this of May, that's cuckoo bananas for me. I don't understand it as a concept.
Yeah. It's just such a long month. And I get paid once a month, so I'm always like, it is so long. I always
forget you only get paid once a month.
Yeah. It's like,
that's crazy.
Girls, what are we doing? And we only get paid. We technically get paid on the first working day of the month. And you know what the first working day of the month, business day?
Oh my God.
It's June 3rd.
It's the 3rd.
But yeah, but sometimes our paycheck does go out on the weekend. Sometimes I've been being super frugal because I'm like, I don't get paid for 2 more days. And then I look, oh,
she hit.
June, I'm so excited for because I'm seeing Noah Khan for 2 days. I'm seeing him Fridays.
I cannot believe you're seeing both days. And I would after you said that and you're like, you should just fly down. I looked and I was like, we have a big event that day, that 14th. And I was like, oh, otherwise I could have tried.
I know. I would have told Joe to scram. You could have his ticket.
Yeah, I would have told Joe to scram. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting into it.
Yeah, we were talking to one of his friends, and Joe was like, I only get to see Noah Khan one day, because I said I had tickets for both nights. And I'm like, you're gonna love it. Like, this is my what's it called? I don't know.
You're what it,
This is my current obsession.
you're infatuated with this boy. That's and that's a good infatuation. I think he's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he puts on a great show.
Yeah. It should be a good time. So it'll be my first concert at this venue because I went to a comedy show there, but it wasn't full and it was only the bottom level, not the top.
Oh,
so I will be interested to see, like, because also get this. So the Moody Center is the venue. But you know what is also playing? Like, Moody Center is here. The Bass Performing Arts Center is like here. And there's like road there. Guess what's playing at Bass that same weekend at the same time? Frozen.
Oh, Miss Frozen.
The theater show.
Are you going?
Will be, no, I'm not going. I did lucky seats, so we'll see if anything pops up. But whenever I was selecting my dates, I was like, oh, can't go this night or this night because that's when I'm seeing Noah Khan. So
can't go those nights. Famously, Des Moines will never get Frozen.
Why?
Because the CEO at the Performing Arts Center hated it that much that he is not going to bring it here.
He's like, absolutely not.
He's like, absolutely not. And granted, it is my least favorite of any Disney show I've ever seen.
Wow.
But I don't think it's like, which is like shocking because like Frozen's an automatic money grab. Like, you bring Frozen to a city. So like, I don't know, something's up. But yeah, I know he refuses to bring it to Des Moines. So,
well,
who knows?
Well, we'll see if I get offered any lucky seats, but I will be interested to see like how crazy it is, how busy it is, like, and I'm going 2 nights, but since I have like since it's on campus and I have like a campus parking pass, I can park.
Nice.
I can park most places on campus, and I love to flex that. I mean, I pay $600+ a year for it, so of course I'm going to flex it.
Put it to use.
Yeah. So we'll see if I have any issue.
I think Casey is freezing. I don't know if it's her or me. Can the chat? I don't know if you're freezing or if I'm freezing.
I think they're also talking about Frozen the theater, but they were talking about it. Oh, it's me.
Oh, yeah. Casey is Frozen. She is the Elsa of this podcast.
Well, I'll turn off. I got off Twitch, so
okay.
So I'll just look at the chat in here. Just don't expect to.
Oh,
freelance.
I get it, because Anna is the one who is Frozen. I am Elsa. I am doing the freezing. Mm-hmm. I get it. I'm there. I made it. That's not the only Disney show that's been happening around these parts. You know, there was a show this Memorial Day weekend that hit our lives. I'm not going to say graced us with its presence. It was the 30th anniversary Lion King concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yes.
Famously, I was considering buying tickets to it because as you know, the Lion King is my girl. She is my number one. And Jill came up to Disneyland on Friday, and I was like, before this all happened, I was like, Jill, do we get tickets to this? Like, should we go? Thank God I didn't, because Mama would be asking for a refund. And that is for one person and one person only.
A child.
I was looking and I was like, man, they got so many people. They got Nathan Lane and Ernie to come and do Timon and Pumbaa. They even got Jason Weaver, Lil Simba, Lil singing voice Simba, famously the big brother and smart guy. He was there. They got him to come.
Oh, that's who. Oh, that's
yes.
I love Smart Guy.
I love Smart Guy. Smart Guy is so good. And a great rewatch. If you ever want to rewatch something, highly recommend Smart Guy on Disney Plus. They had, listeners, if you do not know, they brought out special guest, which when I saw this, I saw it with Jill and I looked at it and I was like, is this right? Is Northwest going to be in this concert? She's like, oh, it must be.
Yeah.
Northwest sang I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Sang is a stretch.
Northwest performed I Just Can't Wait
to Be King.
Mm-hmm.
And if we know how I feel about JoJo Siwa, you should know how I feel about this performance of Northwest because it was same. It was the same. It was.
I mean, if this was taking place like at a middle school, I would say this is so cute. This is darling. You know, they're just kids having fun. Oh, it's not the 30th anniversary at the Hollywood Bowl. Like
that they're putting on Disney Plus apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've also heard that they had auditions for this, but at some point they ended up just putting her in it.
First of all, I want to know how much money that the Kardashian family paid for this because they were all there, like supporting truly like it was a middle school play. Like,
I mean, they're Hulu girls. They are on the Disney Plus pipeline. So
yeah, but my question is, isn't Blue Ivy in the Mufasa film?
Oh, yeah.
Why would Blue and Beyonce was in the live action Lion King?
Mm-hmm.
Why was Blue not up there?
Yeah. I thought she would have been.
If they were going to do that, that makes much more sense and not Northwest. Because girlies, it was, if you have not watched this performance, I am begging you.
Just get on TikTok
to look it up
and just type it in.
Type it in. It was, and I'm not dragging a child, but she has to this is the first time ever that she probably has realized that she is not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally just a child playing. It's not, it just seems wild that they would do that for the 30th. Like
they lost all credibility from what that show was by having her there.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I don't know, I don't know. There's other ways to let the kids play and have, perform. Yeah. And it's not when you're doing like a special, taping and stuff. I don't know.
The opportunity would have been back in COVID when they all did the live from home, Disney sing along and tribute. That's where she could have done that. That could have been its own thing. Mm-hmm. Not at the Hollywood Bowl with these Lion King legends.
Yeah, I was thinking back to the at-home COVID thing. We had to endure so much during COVID. And one thing is having to see rich people in their super bare houses, filming for these things. It's okay, we got the Imagine video,
the Imagine,
5 days into COVID. we been through
Oh,
enough? Like,
it
it's
was
just so funny.
such a weird time.
It's so weird, and, like, to think back on, like, all of the content that we, like like, all this at-home content that we had to do, and then, I don't know, just, like, even, like and during COVID, I was always wondering, like, is all of our content now that we watch going to be about COVID? Like, and, like,
Oh,
masked and stuff like that? Or, like, or are the shows gonna just, like, not mention COVID at all and blah, blah, blah? Like, I'm so glad we're, like, over that hump, but also, like, any, like, COVID content, I'm just, like, not interested in. Like, don't wanna see it. Like, I go to the
yeah.
movies to have a good time.
To escape, you know?
Yeah.
The only show that was okay for them to do that was Superstore.
Yeah. Superstore
It
was
was the
good.
only one.
Mhm. But anyways, that's my COVID rant for the night.
That's a good rant. Good rant. Oh, COVID.
Yeah.
With COVID on the planes. See, we're just bringing it back.
Yeah. Oh, Shameless did COVID. Yeah, and I feel like a couple did. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, there was a couple
Yeah,
that did.
I'm sure like Grey's Anatomy did.
Oh,
I'm
they would have to.
sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
since they're still on the air, like we've talked about before, like the fact that they, for some reason, are still on the air.
Yeah, for some reason. And it's like, did the soap operas cover COVID?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. Does anybody watch Days of Our Lives or The Young and the Restless? Let us know. Did we have some COVID chat?
Yeah. I used to watch, I think it was Days of Our Lives.
That's what I
And,
watched Days of Our Lives.
but it was like for, like an amount of time with my ex. And I don't know. I don't care about this crap. I've got enough other TV to watch that
Yeah.
I can't
It's a lot
handle
to keep up
something.
with. I will say,
Yeah.
so my mom watched Days of Our Lives. So when I would like leave for college for months at a time and then come back, it was always nice because I was like, I still kind of know what's going on because
Uh-huh.
nothing progresses very quickly in these shows.
Yes. Mhm.
So that was nice
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I finally got caught up on Summer House. I did the whole current season.
It's coming up on my For You page. I'm starting to watch. So I'm tuned in.
Okay.
I'm tuned in on it. And then like, is Paige on another Bravo show? Because that's also coming up on mine.
She sometimes goes on Southern Charm because that's where her boyfriend is from. He's on Southern Charm. So she will sometimes pop in on Southern Charm, but and just like her boyfriend will sometimes pop in on Summer House, but he's on a Summer House guy.
Okay. So I'm getting both clips. I'm getting clips of both of them on my For You page currently. So my For You page is listening to our podcast and knows I'm listening to me. Tuned into Paige.
I'm sending you. I sent you that TikTok the other day because I'm just like, this is just so funny. It also felt like something that Jace would do, like the one about the Christmas gift where he's like, we're going to Cincinnati and we're going to brush a hippopotamus teeth.
I think it was so funny because he was like, and we're going to Cincinnati, and you guessed it, we're going and she's like, you guessed it. How would I guess that we were going to go brush this hippopotamus's teeth? Yes. Honestly, I'm into it. I would welcome the invite, but it's just so out there. Like, that's so funny. Yeah, that's very much Jace, where anytime you like diverts from, like, it's our anniversary today, and he went to Costco to get groceries, and he brought me back flowers, which is fine. The Costco flowers are whatever. This man did not even put the flowers in the vase. They are still in the wrapping on the table. So he left for Denver. He's in Denver, like on his way to Denver. And I went down there right before the podcast. I was like, these flowers are not, he didn't even put them in a vase. Hello?
Well, they're your flowers now. You got to tend to them. Now.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And so I texted him. He's like, well, I didn't know what base to put them in. I was like, any of them that they will fit.
Any. Just
Any of
anything
them.
that has water. Like,
Oh my. Yeah. I was like, or even just if you didn't know that, at least put them in water until I figured
yeah.
out how to nicely arrange them.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Sweetween is a
But
giggler. I'm a giggler. I've told Miranda to become a giggler. And that means
I'm a
listening to
partial giggler where they come up on my For You page and I will watch their podcast clips.
yeah.
I will watch
It's
them.
it's a good podcast. And I always said uh was it the Giggly Squad would be us if we were famous and rich. That would be us.
Neither one of those things will happen, but
Yeah.
we can dream.
Yeah, same vibe. I mean, you would have to be the Paige. I'm the Hannah because Hannah
Oh, I
wears
am
Crocs.
100%. I am 100% a page. Just that New
Yeah.
York, like blatant energy. That's just,
Mhm.
I feel it in my soul, really.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, and on that note, last week I sent I made a newsletter and I sent it out on Patreon, but I did it for all, like, so if you join as like a free member, you'll still get random things from us, including that newsletter, because it's just like fun and things that I like. And then I also shared it on Instagram, so you could just look at it from Instagram. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. It had a lot of likes on Patreon. I was like, love that, because
Cute.
I spent like 2 hours at the office working on it, looking over my shoulder to see if my boss
Like,
came
this
by.
is a new project for the grad school I'm working on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you
It's
know?
as I'm like going in Canva and like importing the Boom Chicka Pop image and removing the background, which that is on my I'm currently mad at Sam's Club because the Boom Chicka Pop was on sale for like $5 and now it's back up to $6.50, but then they go, but we're giving you a discount. It's supposed to be $6.98. So now, but we're giving you a 40-cent discount. I'm like, no, I want
Get
my
out of
giant
here.
bag to be $5 again. But I was worried that
Absolutely.
they were getting rid of them, so I like bought 2 bags last time.
Oh,
I should have just bought like 5 because it's a giant bag, and I sometimes portion it out, but if I'm being bad, I just
oh,
take the bag and
you
just
know that bag is in my lap constantly. And I'm like,
yeah.
somebody pull this out of my death grip.
I
I
literally I had to
must.
like close it and clip it and then set it down because I'm like I just
Yeah.
keep eating it. So good.
Especially with like the Trader Joe's version of Pirate's Booty. That's like what I typically get when I like to mindless
Oh.
snack.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, it's like 100 of these for in a serving. I can guesstimate that. No, it's like
Exactly. No. Yeah.
I cannot guesstimate it.
And it's just like, yeah, like I'll get a bowl and I'll get like a cup and I'll do 2 cups of it, but I'm like,
Mhm.
that doesn't seem like enough, and I put some
It
more.
doesn't seem. It never is enough. Who's in charge of
It won't
serving
ever be
sizes?
perfect because it's not like popcorn doesn't make a perfect cup size,
Mm.
like there's, I don't know. It's not
I gotta get back
liquefied.
to getting kernels and making my own popcorn. I have a little Pixar popcorn machine.
Oh. I sold one on Whatnot that the Be Freedom Freelite gave me.
Oh,
That they weren't using, so they gave it to me and I sold it on Whatnot. Speaking of the Austin office, Beef Eating Free Leg, they made me go to Outback Steakhouse
they made you. They
and
forced you.
they forced me.
Mm.
Because okay, I will go to Red Robin any day of the week and drive any length if needed because I love Red Robin. But I don't have that same affinity for Outback Steakhouse. Um, I was also not only um, forced, I was also bribed because
Did they pay for your
um,
meal?
No, but they were like, "We have things
Boys.
for you. We have things for you.
Oh,
So, you have to come see the house, and you've got to come pick up your things. So, like, we'll just make a day of it." And like, it's so far from my house, and they did okay. Be free. They're getting into
they've
pedantic
covered the
here,
bloomin' onion. The bloomin'
They did
onion
cover the
paid
bloomin'
for.
onion. Yes,
Don't
which I
worry.
appreciate. I do appreciate because mama's doesn't get paid until June 3rd.
A
Um,
whole week from now.
but like they were like, we have things for you. You need to see the house. But like the thought I was, and then we were trying to figure out dates, and it was like, okay, well, my niece comes in on Saturday. And she'll be here Saturday and Sunday, and then Sunday we're supposed to go swimming, and we're also supposed to go to like a movie on Saturday, and go to some party. There's all these things. Granted, we didn't go to the party because Joe had the time wrong on the party. But and I was like, it was a pool party at my old apartment complex. I was like, I don't want to go to my old apartment complex and swim there.
No.
So it worked out that okay, well we can't go Saturday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, and they were busy Monday. So I was like, okay, well what if we go for like lunch on Friday, because I know that like it should be pretty quiet at the office. I can go up there. I'll bring my laptop, you
Yeah.
know. And so we went Friday, and because we had to get the crocodile like cocktail, the Croctail.
The
So like
Croctail.
Outback has gotten in on the like, the gags. They're like, we're doing something silly for just summer or whatever. And so they have this green cocktail that has edible glitter in it. It's like super shimmery, and then it's got a little crocodile toy on top of it.
What is the cocktail? What's in it?
Let's find out together.
Yeah, I need to know.
Let's see. I'll do a share screen
Oh yeah.
moment. Let's see if I can learn how to do this. Screen. Oh God. Now I have to open. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'll be able to share screen. It's asking me for.
That's fine.
Oh wait, no. I think I can do it. It's like I want to do it. Let's see. What is this? Chrome. I might be able. I might not be able to, because it's
you can
asking
just
me.
read to
It's
me
asking me.
what's in it. That's okay.
I'll just tell you what's in it, because
Yeah, just tell me.
okay. So the essential cocktail, the is I keep saying that like that's what it was. Croctail Outback Steakhouse. So she's one green. She is bright green, and beautiful. And okay, accept all cookies. Crikey, snap to it for this bevy made with Svetka vodka, Midori kiwi,
Oh,
mango, citrus juices with a shimmer, and a croctail to keep. A crocodile to keep.
wow. That's exciting.
And you know how much it costs? $8.49.
Wow. Much cheaper than my $20 Aperol spritzes. at
Much
Disneyland.
cheaper than your Aperol spritz at Disneyland. Yeah. You can also get a giant beer for $5 at Outback. I just looked at a thing.
Wow. What a steal.
What a steal. So we did go to Outback. We walked in, and there was essentially no one there. There's like 3 parties. And we once our waitress came by, we ordered our cocktails. Brandon made sure to ask, do you have the crocodile? Because if not, we're not buying the
No, why
cocktail.
would you?
Yeah. And she said, oh yes, we do. She goes, we've had to hide them from the staff because they all want one, because it's a little, I mean, it's literally just like a little plastic crocodile, but it is branded with Outback Steakhouse on its belly.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She said people have been calling, people have been coming in. So people are very excited about it. And but yeah. And like my relationship with Outback Steakhouse is that I was dating a guy that worked there, and he lied about where he worked. And then one day he was late and he came, I like met up with him and he was wearing all black and was like, and was like, "Oh, I didn't tell you? No, I quit my job at the bank and I work at Outback Steakhouse." He's like, "But look at all the money I made tonight." And then I'm like, "Oh, and you smell like
You smell.
fried onions. Like, like you smell like a bloomin' onion."
Oh my
So,
God.
um
I can only imagine. It's like a Subway worker where they just like reek of that Subway yeast smell. You know what I mean?
yes. Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah. Me and Freeleg have like dueling stories. That's why Freeleg doesn't like to go to Red Robin, is because he has some friendship issues with someone that lied about working at Red Robin.
PTSD, sure.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile, I'm having flashbacks of this guy I dated who was like a compulsive liar. And then it turned out he had been working at Outback for months and he just like never told me. And so so I don't know. But she was
That's
pretty
so
good.
funny.
Got my little lunch combo, a little 6-ounce sirloin, some veggies and the bloomin' onion, and they got brown bread there with like a whipped butter. It was
Sounds
good.
delightful. I love brown bread.
I forgot that they had brown bread there, so
I cannot tell you the last time I've been to an Outback Steakhouse, or even if I have been, honestly. I don't know. I think, and I know we have one, or we used to have one. I don't know if it's still in business.
Oh, you've got to have Outback.
It used to be right in front of it was in front of the Bed Bath & Beyond, which is obviously no longer because all Bed Bath & Beyonds are beyond currently.
Now they sold all their inventory to Hobby Lobby.
Huh?
Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. So like
Ew.
Bed Bath & Beyond, like sold all their inventory and Hobby Lobby took a bunch of it.
Gross. Ugh.
Yeah, it looks like the Outback Steakhouse is right on University Ave.
Oh, yep. So she's still there.
Mm-hmm.
She's still right across from the Twin Peaks. Is Twin Peaks still there?
The Twin Peaks has got to be there. I mean, Twin Peaks is Twin Peaks. She's there. Oh no, she's permanently closed.
Rip Twin Peaks. Man.
Shops at 3 Fountains. What a name.
Oh, you could have asked me $1 million and I could not have told you. I know that's the Barnes & Noble is right there. It's a nice Barnes & Noble. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't venture over there too far.
Oh, you're not going to the Golf Galaxy?
Not typically. The Whole Foods is kind of close there.
Yeah, the Whole Foods is over here.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Iowa. I'm a big fan of
I love Iowa. There's only one of everything. Yes, Jessica, we have multiple Barnes & Nobles actually. That's where I went and bought I bought Jason Noah Khan album. Back to Noah Khan. We're just gonna bring it back. And I bought it at the Barnes & Noble because they always have such a good record selection.
Mm-hmm.
It's like truly crazy. No, we have 2. One in the mall and then one like 2-story one. Oh, I love a 2-story.
The Barnes & Noble is actually across the street from the Outback Steakhouse, so you can make it a day. date.
That's a great idea. When Jace is back, our anniversary dinner, we could go to Outback for sure.
And then you go to the Chick-fil-A. It's right catty corner to the Barnes and Noble.
All things that you know I love. Chick-fil-A and Outback Steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right up my alley.
Or you could go to the Laughing Crab Cajun Seafood. I wish I could screen. I wish I could be screen sharing right now just to look at all of the different places in this little pocket of Des Moines.
I'd be interested in the Laughing Crab. That sounds like a good time. It sounds like they're gonna give me a little bib to eat my dinner, and I'm into that.
Yeah. Oh, the 2-story Barnes and Noble in Austin is next to a Cheesecake Factory, and we put our name on the Cheesecake Factory menu or whatever there one time, me and Joe, and then we walked next door to the Barnes and Noble, and then we got a little text that our
that's
table was ready like 5 minutes later.
Oh, that was one thing. So we put our name in. Disney this is something that Disney World does too, specifically with Nomad Lounge. So I'm talking Nomad Lounge at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, and also Lamplight Boardwalk Dining. For your wait list, your little walk-up list, I guess any of them, but these two specifically are what I'm talking about because I've had experiences at both. You put your name in and it's like 55 minutes and you're like, great, that is a perfect amount of time because I'm not hungry now. I'm putting it in. They text me like 10 minutes later and be like, your table is ready. And I'm like, I don't want it to be ready right now. Don't tell me it's 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't want to wait 55 minutes, I wouldn't have signed up,
Yeah. It's very frustrating.
What if I was doing something?
Yeah. Like one time me and Joe went to we were going to this like wing place in Austin. It's an Austin place. It's a local place. But they have a system to where you can get on the wait list ahead of time. And it consistently was telling us it's gonna be 45 to 55 minutes, and you need to be at the restaurant by the 45-minute mark. And so I was like, great, perfect. And so like we were like 20 minutes away, and so like we didn't head over there until like 20 minutes before, like 20 minutes before. So we get over there, or we're getting over there, and then I get a text that says like, oh, your table is ready. But it had only been like 30 minutes at this point, and we were still 10 minutes away. And then it was like, it basically was like, it's all automated, and it's just like, it's like, text Y or N if you like are gonna be here. And I said Y. And so for yes. And then it was like, it basically like, it was giving me 5 minutes to get there. And then it was just like, you've been removed from the wait list. You can join again if this was a mistake. And so I'm like, what? So I join again, and it's like, okay, it's an hour now.
Oh my God.
So I get there, and I'm just like, hey, I was like, I was on the wait list, and it told us 45 minutes, and it said to get here by like 3:05. And it's 3:00 now, and I've been removed from the wait list, and I had to rejoin. And so then they were able to like work with me and like basically put me at the top of the list. But it was just like, if you shouldn't, I don't know. It should just be like, I don't know, don't take me off the wait list. Like,
don't take me off.
But also, it was very annoying. And like, they were like having like, it was like we had inadvertently gone on like a football Sunday. And so it was like super busy. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to do this in the future. Like,
no,
no, because everyone's like cheering and stuff. And it's just like, I just want to eat my food and go home.
I'm just here for lunch,
I'm just here to eat.
Just here to eat. Oh, you know how we were talking about that direct Delta flight because of...
Oh, yeah.
So the one, like I mentioned last week, the direct Delta flight that they're doing for the football game was for the Iowa at UCLA game. They changed the flight, or they changed the game to be Friday night at 6 p.m. And the Delta flight doesn't get in until like 4 p.m. that day.
Oh my gosh.
And Delta has not changed their flight time like at all. And I'm
They
like,
need to.
that's so risky. Like, you have to
Why would you pay
to
$1,000 to miss like tailgating and everything?
right. Exactly. So I'm like, it's messy. It is
Okay,
messy.
Free Like is asking a question in the chat. Is ET home?
Is ET home, Casey?
Is he home? Hold on, let me check. Let me check.
Let's check the bedroom here. Casey is opening
He's
her
home.
closet and showing us a very large ET. That thing has to be 3 feet tall.
It's giant.
You know who ET could go next to your little friend? What's her face? Esther.
Esther.
I think Esther and ET would be very lovely together.
Yeah, she is she's about they're about the same height. They would be besties.
I think so.
They can be besties. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with him yet, so right now he's hanging from
I think right there is perfect. That location of ET just staring in the background, great. Iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to
I think
put ET in drag. Like
that would be iconic. I love that
in the
so
movie.
much. Please do.
That's like one of my favorite things about at Universal. They still have like the classic ET ride, and you can, once you get off the ride, or if you go into the ET store, you could take a photo in like the closet where ET's like dressed up in drag with all the like different like toys and stuff.
I wish I would have known that. That is one thing I regret not doing when I went to Universal a couple years ago, was doing the ET ride. And then, but by that point I was like so tired and so ill still from all of the Universal rides, you know?
Yeah. You would like the ET ride. It's very chill. It's like the Peter Pan ride. You fly over like the city like in Peter Pan.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I just love dark rides. We watched, when we got back from Disneyland, we ended up watching Pinocchio on Sunday night because Jace does not remember ever like watching the film. And I was like, so after we did like our little morning of dark rides, Jace was like, I would like to like watch some of these movies. Like, I know I probably have seen them as a child, but I don't recall seeing them. We watched Pinocchio and he was like, that was such a long movie. It's 90 minutes. And then the next after Fantasia is Dumbo, and Dumbo's like 58 minutes.
Yeah, Dumbo's short.
Like, it's so short. But, and did you know, did I ever tell the podcast this, that Pinocchio is, out of all Disney movies on Rotten Tomatoes, is ranked number 1?
Really?
Yes. Isn't that
That's
wild?
Weird. Yeah, of all the movies.
Of all of the movies, it's number 1.
And I feel like older movies that came out before Rotten Tomatoes was a thing, they always have like a better chance of doing good on Rotten Tomatoes because it's like people aren't rating it, and not as many people rate it because it's like it's not like they like went to the premiere and then rated it or whatever, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, so I'm going to read you the top 10 based on Rotten Tomatoes. So number 1 is Pinocchio, rated at 100. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's something else. Guess what number 2 is? I will give you a hint. It was after the year 2000.
Okay. After the year 2000.
Disney Animated Studios, not Pixar. With
Tangled?
98%. No.
It's not Bolt.
There's no humans in it.
Okay. Chicken Little?
No, could you imagine Chicken Little being number 2 on Rotten Tomatoes? Adam would have paid money for everybody to vote.
Oh, absolutely. Give me one more hint.
One more hint. The famous song from this film is she is a famous singer who has performed in the Super Bowl before.
Is it Mulan? No. Mulan is before 2000. Is that no? It's not Hercules. That was in the 90s.
Hercules also is in the 90s.
Why am I so bad at this?
I was also Jace did this to me. I don't even know when, and I was like, I could not get this one either.
She sang at the Super Bowl. All I can think is like Janet Jackson.
No, later than that. Super Bowl recent.
Recent?
Last 5 years. Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh. Who? You just have to tell me because I'm taking up too much time.
Number 2 with 98% is Zootopia.
Zootopia with Shakira.
And then
I feel like I know that I've heard that, and that is bonkers.
Rounding out the top 10 at number 3, we have 101 Dalmatians. Number 4 is Cinderella. 5 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Number 6 is Moana. Number 7, Aladdin. Number 8, Dumbo. Number 9, Fantasia. And number 10, Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
I scrolled just a little further, and I saw number 11 is Raya and the Lost Dragon before number 12, The Lion King. Get the actual hell out of here.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No. That movie came out during COVID, so people had COVID brain.
Oh my God.
That is truly wild. Like, but how is Moana only number 6?
How is Moana only number 6? Like, Little Mermaid being number 15. This is just
hello?
It's cuckoo bananas.
Like
Winnie the Pooh, 2011's Winnie the Pooh, mind you. Not even Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is number 19. Bolt is number 20. I cannot. Bolt is before Tarzan, Tangled, Sleeping Beauty. Like, this is silly.
I loved Bolt, but also I know that it's not a like great movie.
It's not. It shouldn't be a critically acclaimed animated feature. No. It's just for funsies.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
No, I'm sorry. Last one, and then we can move on, I promise. They have Pooh's Heffalump movie at number 33. Before number 34, Frozen 2.
This is like the top songs. Like, this is on par with,
it's very much like this.
It's giving that like Nah.
It's so funny. Well,
this
listeners, I recommend you
rotten.
Because also, like, some of these, like, these aren't, like, the Heffalump movie isn't an animation studios. It's like one of the it's not included in the list. So I don't know.
It's like straight to video, you know?
Yeah, but like some of these also that are lower on the list, like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, but are voted like number 37. Or like DuckTales, the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So funny. Anyway, take a look at the list and just... But anyway, I think that's what we're going to be doing now is watching movies that Jace has never seen or like doesn't recall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Joe do something like that. I mean, not with Disney, really, but like we've been doing it with like 80s and 90s movies that like were like part of like my childhood. That like he's a little bit younger than me, so they weren't necessarily part of his. So like we recently watched That Thing You Do.
Oh yeah.
And like he was like, this is really good. I'm like, I know. Like,
you never know though, like watching movies that like you loved growing up, like when you rewatch something, you're like, is this as good as I thought it was?
Yeah. Yeah. Like we watched that and that was really good. We watched Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Ugh, I started to watch that the other day, but something was wrong with my TV and it like made all the colors like really weird. I had to turn it off for like a few hours, but I started watching Romy and Michelle. It's
Yeah.
so good. Did he love it?
Yes, he enjoyed it.
Good.
He was laughing, and I was like, there's like a part in Romy and Michelle that just like it's just like so Romy and Michelle is so ingrained in my childhood from like watching it with my best friend, and we would always just like laugh at this one part, and it's so stupid, but it's just like one of those core memories of like this is a thing from my childhood that we were just like cackling, and so it's just like it's very meaningful to me, but it's just so funny looking back because it's literally like a part in Remy Michelle when um um let's see, Michelle, because that's Lisa Kudrow. Lisa
Yeah.
Kudrow's character, like, she needs a job, and so she's trying to get a job at like this like at like one of the department stores, and they're like, yeah, we don't have a job for you, but we might have something at like one of our like outlet locations, or he says it in a way that makes it not sound like an outlet, but they get there and it's like a like doll, it's like an outlet, like it's like
Yeah.
everything is just like marked down and stuff, and like and, and there's just this moment where she's standing there with like the guy and he's talking about it, and they're just in the middle of all these like bins of like crap, just like marked down stuff, and this lady like basically like walks in front of them to like
I know exactly what you're talking
to
about.
like reach over and like look at these shoes, and she kind of looks at him and she's like and sets him down and keeps walking, and the guy's like, that's one of our regulars.
Oh, it's
um
so good.
but we would just like laugh because it's just like it is just like so like silly humor that like I don't know, we loved it. That was
Oh,
so and I like sent a video of it to my best friend from childhood and was like, I was just making Joe watch this, and like it hits just like it used to. So
it's an
it's very
iconic
sweet.
one. I love that.
But yeah, we watched that recently, and I feel like there was another one recently that we watched. I did make him watch The Babysitter's Club,
Oh, sure.
and I did make him also watch um the one with Rosie O'Donnell and Demi Moore, Now and Then.
Oh, Now and Then. Sure, sure, sure.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't
Very
know why when you said Rosie O'Donnell, the first thing I thought was Harriet the Spy. That was like also iconic.
the tomato and mayonnaise sandwich. Like
Oh, yeah.
I always thought of that, and I was always like, oh, like I wish I liked that. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I'm like, that's gross. But I always thought that was funny. Let's see. Recently, we watched My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, sure.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the most recent ones that I've made him watch. But like, I don't know. It's fun being like finding a movie like from like the late 80s. Oh, we watched we watched Teen Witch, and
Oh, yeah. So, oh
because
God, it's been what streaming service is that on?
it's on one of the free, it's like on Tubi. It's free.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
so
God.
it's just like you just have to put the Tubi app on your phone or on your TV, because it was free, and we watched Teen Witch because it was going viral on Reels, or at least like it showed up on Joe's Reels, and he's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "That's Teen Witch." And so it's the top that scene that was like on his
Oh, God,
Reels.
yeah.
The like, top that, stop
Top
that.
that.
I don't really
Oh,
give a about trying to top that. And so we watched that, and that was a great time.
so good.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing, because
Love
he
that.
likes to watch a bunch of action movies. And I'm like, no, we've got to have a balance here.
Right. We need some more genres in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, well, it's been 55 minutes. I think we should probably go off.
Let's go off.
Okay.
Do you have a go off this week?
Probably, but I bet maybe you do.
I do. I do have a go off.
Okay. Miranda, it's time for you to go off.
I'm going to tell you right now that retail workers do not make enough money to give a flying hell who I am using a Disney discount for or on. When I am with one other person and we are buying one $30 t-shirt and I come up to your register and give you my little magic key to scan, and then the person whose shirt it is gives you the credit card, and you go, she can't pay for that. You have to pay for that. Does she have a discount?
Oh my gosh.
Does she have a discount? No. Well, are you going to pay for that then? Yes, I will pay for that. And then not only that, but then to be so petty to pack up the shirt that is in front of this person whose shirt it will belong to, take it away from in front of her and hand it to me? Are we joking? Is this a joke? It is a 20% discount on a $30 shirt. And baby girl, you're not getting that money. You're not getting the shirt's income. Like you're not working on commission here.
You don't like you said, you do not get paid enough to police
You do
this.
not get paid enough to care. Why are you caring? You are working, and it's not a mom and pop shop either. That is like, oh, this is a bummer because we're losing $6 of this sale.
Yeah.
It is not that deep. It was so offensive. I was like, what are we doing here? Who cares?
Yeah.
I could have literally given her a screenshot of it and she could have just gone up there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't ask for my ID, at that point.
Yeah. What we started to do because of this, and like most of the time they don't do this, but like it's like you have to, it's so secretive, but it's like she has to give you her card and you have to just act like it's your card. So it's like I give the card to who's ever paying, and so then it's like you already have the card, you've got your pass, you have to like hide it because they act like this. Like,
it's so ridiculous. And then like I almost got nervous because after that we each got we're reviving our Pandora bracelets because they just launched a new Lion King collection, and Jill and I like have these Pandora bracelets and we're like, these are like worth a lot of money because there's just like they're just sitting there. We're like, we should bring them out again. Let's buy a Lion King charm. So we each bought a Simba charm. I was like horrified that they were going to like make us buy them separately, knowing damn well that I'm not getting 2 Simba charms. And she was standing next to me. Like I was like, if they do that, like that's silly. Thankfully they didn't. But they also were giving away like a tote bag for the Lion King Pandora charms if you bought like all 4 Lion King charms. And so Jill and I were like talking it up to this cast member. We're like buttering her up. We're like, oh my gosh, that tote is so cute. Oh, do you have a Pandora bracelet? What charms are your favorite? Blah, blah, blah. Like, because she was already taking a while and she was chatty before that even happened. And so as we were like walking into this little pool here, I was like, oh, that tote is so cute. Is that can we do it because we're getting 2 Lion King charms, can we just get 2 more charms and get the tote?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, I think so. A cast member comes out of nowhere. This woman comes out of like the wand that comes out of the air from the fairy godmother. It was her. And she goes, no, it has to be all 4 Lion King charms and they all have to be all 4 different. They can't all be the same, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
shut up.
Asked you, Shonda. Get
Yeah.
away. Get out of here, Melissa.
Yeah. Like,
What are we
it's just
doing?
it's the, like, policing on this stuff. It's like, it's one thing if it's like someone being a reseller and buying 20,000, like things like that. But it's like, it's not that serious.
It is not that serious. And
You
like,
need to
we
calm
would
down.
have, because there were other charms that each of us wanted. So you could have
Uh-huh.
then sold 2 more Pandora charms if you would have just
Yeah.
given us this stupid $4 Lion King tote.
Yeah.
You lost out on a sale.
You lost. Big mistake. Huge.
Big mistake. Big, huge. You work on commission, right? Yeah. It was really, really annoying. And I didn't appreciate it. But I am reviving my Pandora bracelet. Not my Pandora World of Avatar bracelet. Like the chat believes. Not the Pandora music streaming station. The Pandora jewelry bracelet.
Question in chat. Were they boomers?
Oh, I'm sure they were. Honestly, don't quite remember, but I'm almost positive. I think the other one may have been Gen X. A later Gen X.
Just
but the first one was
older.
absolutely a boomer. Yeah.
Like when you were saying that they were like questioning you about the card and stuff, I knew it was someone older, because it's like, because even like this is a thing that has happened literally. Like, I remember my first trip to Disneyland, not first, but like one of my first trips to Disneyland in like 2011.
Mhm.
And my partner at the time, his best friend was an annual pass holder, and he was like, "Oh, you want this? I'll buy it for you," or like, "Come with me and we'll buy it." And then they were like, "Oh, she can't pay for it, you have to." And he's like, "Oh, okay." It was $10, so he's like, "I'll just pay for it, it's fine." Like, it's just so wild. And like
It's
at
so wild. And like,
Universal, they don't care. At Universal, literally, like in my training, they were like, anyone who has a discount, you can scan theirs, and anyone, like, as long as the card is present, then it's
right.
fine.
That's so annoying. And it's like, it's fine now in the world of Venmo where you can just like boop, bap, whatever. It's just so, it's the principle of the thing. Like, relax.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
So stupid.
Anyway.
Do you
Okay.
ever go off? You want to go off,
I'll go
Casey?
off.
All right, go off.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna need, and it's gonna be that I love the pool. I love the pool. I love having an apartment complex has a pool, and it's a very big pool, and people like to go to this pool. It's a big party spot. It's it's the place to be in the summer, and it's fun. There's lots of people there. But what I don't love is when I'm not at the pool and I'm trying to just come back to my apartment, which my building is right behind the pool, so there's nowhere to park, because everyone has invited every one of their little friends in town to come hang at the pool, and I've got all these little people at the pool, and they're bugging the crap out of me because they are taking up my parking spot. And that's my biggest thing, is like you can hang out the pool, it's fine, but don't take my parking spot. Like, I need a parking spot. I need just one parking spot. Like, why? Like, it's just like all the pool people should park somewhere else. Just stay away from my from my building, which is very niche, but it's just like, I don't know. And I'm little people, big pool. Exactly. I'm such a I'm such a granny too. Like, we're at the pool and I'm like, I know none of these people live here. Like, and but it's like, if it were my friends, wouldn't give a damn and be like, yeah,
Right.
they do deserve to be here. But when it's other people's friends, I'm like, these people don't live here. They're messing up my pool day.
The fact that they're taking away the parking spot, like, that's what would bug me. Like, if I had nowhere to park, if there were visitor spots and they were taking all of those up, and like my visitor couldn't park because all the visitor spots were taken, that's one thing. But if I cannot park in my home,
yes, yeah,
I'll give a strongly worded email to management being like, we got to police this,
Yeah. we do need some IDs for the pool. We do need like some apartment complexes where they're like, well, you got to wear your wristband when you go to the pool, so we know that you're a resident. And it's like, okay, that's a little much probably, but I'm just like, it's just, but and also it was mostly on Monday. Like, I'm
Oh.
like, babes, it's 6 p.m. It's a school
Don't you
night.
have work tomorrow?
We gotta go to work
Get out of
tomorrow.
here.
Like, y'all are still all at the pool. Like we went to the pool at like 3 o'clock and it was hopping. Like, and I'm
Wow.
like, I'm trying to be at the pool at 1 p.m., leave at
Yeah.
3. But like we
Yes.
were there
Yes.
at 3 and it was hopping, and then we left and then we went to a brewery and came back at like 6:30, and I had to park kind of far. I'm like, how are all these pool people still here? And then this morning, crickets, dead.
Right. Of course.
So, anyways, that's my complaint for the summer. But it is nice being right next to the pool. You just walk over, or you can see what's happening. But yeah, and I don't know.
That is nice. I agree with the 1 to 3 p.m. time slot. That's perfect. You have your little lunch at home. You go to the pool, and then like by 3 p.m., like you're done. You're tired. You've gotten all the UV that you possibly can. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we went on Sunday with my niece, because my niece came to town, and then we went on Monday for a little bit. But we got most of our sun on Sunday. But yeah. So, but it was. I'll give him to him. It was Memorial Day weekend. I'll give him that.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
it's
we were
the place
potentially
to
gonna
be
go to
all
the pool.
summer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
well, good luck with that this summer.
Thank you so much. I'll be brave. I'm already like plotting like for like 4th of July. I'm like, well, I need to get there early, and I need to stake out one of the little gazebo. Like they have like some little spots. I'm like, I'll just get there really early and just squat. Just be a squatter.
Why not?
So I have my little area. But yeah.
Smart. I love it.
Very important topic. Let's see, I'm getting a package from Target. Never mind. I got a package that was like, oh, a FedEx package is coming your way, and I thought it was my Built Bars again.
Oh.
But it's apparently from Target, whatever it is that I'm getting. But yeah, after my FedEx issue last week and getting double Built Bars and double Alani energy drinks, I'm now just, if I get a FedEx package, I'm rerouting it to the FedEx store because I don't want to deal. Yeah. Crazy. Oh yeah. And another thing with Austin office, when I was gonna come over, I was like, oh, do you guys want some Alani's? And I spelled it ALANIS. Like no apostrophe or anything. And they're like, Alanis? Like they thought it was
Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, energy drinks. I didn't even think about the fact that with an S it looks like Alanis.
That's so funny.
But yes, we traded 2 energy drinks for 2 poppies. I had the cherry limeade today.
Oh, the best. I love her.
She was good. And I let my niece have the orange soda because my niece Isabella was here and I was being the cool aunt. So I'm like, you can have whatever you want. You can have my poppy.
Have a poppy.
But I go, you can have the orange soda.
Yeah.
The cherry limeade is mine.
I did get from Costco the set today where it's watermelon, lemon lime, and raspberry rose. So those are yes, the cherry limeade is the best poppy flavor, and the cherry twist, which is also a cherry lime situation, is my favorite Alani energy drink flavor as well. She brought me back to life today.
Yeah, I drank an Alani at the pool on Sunday.
Oh,
Me and Joe both
It's a
did.
good pool, Bev.
But yeah.
We love it.
But yeah. Well, folks, this is the final. Say goodbye to your girls only pod for a bit, because
we welcome back the boys next week. Maybe they decided in their vacation time that it's time to let go and let God,
Yeah.
We don't know where their brain is at. We don't know how they are mental. It's like kind of coming back from a retreat. Like
they will be coming back changed people.
Yeah, like we don't know how their spirits have been cleansed, their auras have been cleared. They have none. Who's to say? We'll find out next week. So you let us know, girlies, listeners, if the dynamic is off. Let us know. Do we need to reevaluate the group chat?
Yeah, do we need to make a new group chat?
A new group chat, a subgroup chat, if you will.
Yeah, the side chat.
Side chat.
Yeah. But well, folks, thanks for listening. Don't forget, if you are not part of Close Friends, you can join our Patreon and get 3 episodes a month, plus access to our Close Friends Instagram stories, and those are so fun. And yeah, and we'll be back next week. But we just recorded today Miranda's trip to Pixar Fest.
Yep.
Super exciting. So that'll be out.
So exciting.
That'll be out by the time that this comes out. But yeah. All right.
Alrighty, girlies. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
And don't forget to read the group chat.
Bye.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.